I know nobody asked for this video, but I feel as a get to know me and get to understand me video, if you want to watch it, you're more than welcome. You obviously don't have to. Let's see if I can't move it to where you guys can actually hear me. I have to yell. It is 1:30 in the morning. Okay, so this is my vitamin D deficiency video. I don't know, I think it's just kind of important to talk about so that you guys can understand me a bit better, understand why I don't post very many videos. When I do talking videos like this, I get out of breath. That is one of the symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've learned from it, just from my doctor. So, obviously I have some symptoms written down, but they're mainly the ones that are... I left out a few of them because a few of them are so serious that I don't want to, like, say what those symptoms are and freak people out. So if you're worried, if I list off these things and you guys are, oh my god, I have that, then it's really simple to go to the doctor and get a blood test to get your vitamin D checked. So when I get my vitamin D checked, I have to, if it's below a certain number, which I will tell you what that is. So what I do is I go in and I get my blood drawn, and I ask for a vitamin D blood draw, and within that same day I have the results. If it is below a certain particular number, then they will prescribe me vitamin D pills, the dosage that I need, for 3 months. It takes exactly 1 month worth of medication to get the vitamin D to even start to go to your bloodstream and work. And then the other 2 months, obviously, it's starting to work. So I have to take one pill once a week on the same exact day, around the same time. They prefer with food, but you don't have to. And on the last day that I take my pill, my last pill after the 3 months, I have to go back in and get my blood drawn again. It can be a couple days after. But I think my doctor prefers it the day of. But I go back in and get my blood drawn. If it's still low, she gives me more. If it's not low, then I stay off it for about a month or until I start to feel these symptoms again. Go back in, get my blood drawn, and do it all over again. This is the 3rd time it's happened within this year. And my sister has vitamin D deficiency too. Hers isn't as bad as mine. She's on a different colored pill, and hers are see-through. Hers are way less dosage. She can get hers at the pharmacy over the counter. I can get mine over the counter, but I kind of prefer to have, she takes hers every single day. I like to have the doctor draw my blood, and if I don't need to take it, I'm not going to worry about it. If I need it, then she'll prescribe it to me. So, I don't know if this is just for me or if this is for everybody, because I'm not a doctor, but your vitamin D should be 30 to, I think it's 100 or higher. I'm not sure. I couldn't find it online. When I was tested the first time, mine was at 12. That's considered low. And the second time, I think it was 15. And then the 3rd time, which was this time, it was at a 13. So mine's pretty low. It's supposed to be 30 or above. And I'm on 50,000 IUCs once a week of vitamin D. So I'm going to list off first the symptoms that I feel, and then I'm going to list off some, like I said, a couple of them, they're just way too serious to mention in a video, because I don't want to say, oh, well, this is a symptom, and then somebody freak out, oh my god, I got vitamin D deficiency, which is not really a big deal. But if you're worried about having any of these symptoms, go to your doctor, say that you want to be tested for any type of vitamin deficiency, vitamin K, vitamin E, anything like that, and they will do a blood test. So I'm going to list off first the symptoms that I have, and I will then tell you the list that I found online. So one of them is out of breath. you guys have noticed in, I'm sorry, I'm going to mark it off so I don't repeat it. You guys have noticed in my talking videos, I run out of breath and I'm just sitting here talking. That is one of the symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. Sleeps a lot. So a lot of people, it pisses me off when they hear that you're tired and you have low energy and you sleep a lot. They're like, oh, you're depressed. And they label it right on you. And it's like there's other reasons that you can be that tired. Like, for example, today is the 21st, oh crap, 21st of December. Yesterday, the 20th, I was sick the 19th all night. I was really sick to where my body was shaking. And I was up and down to the bathroom all night. I'm not going to get into details of that. And then the 20th, technically, yesterday, I was tired because I was up and down to the bathroom all night, and I got up and fed Boog and let my dogs out and fed my cats, and I told my mom, I'm going to take a nap and I'll go to town with you. And she woke me up and said that it had been an hour and a half. Let's go to town. And I told her, I don't feel good. I'm just going to take a nap. Go ahead and go, and I'll see you when you get home. And when I woke up, it was 5 o'clock at night, and I went back to bed at 10 o'clock that morning. And so that is part of the vitamin deficiency, plus being sick. The two combined, I'm so tired. I could go back to sleep and sleep all night and all day, but I kind of want to wait until 2 or 3 in the morning so that I can get up at 9 a.m., feed the horse, feed the dogs, feed the cats, let the dogs out, and be up all day if I can try to, because I'm not feeling as sick. Another thing is low energy. If you guys have noticed in some of my videos, some of them are really, really long and some of them are really, really short. It's just a low energy thing. Another thing is legs and muscle shaking. Like, God, that scared me. My hands are shaking just sitting here. My legs are shaking sitting here. Going to the bathroom last night, my entire body was going like that and shaking. If you watch certain videos of me riding the horses, my left leg is constantly shaking in the stirrup, and there's nothing I can do about it. We thought at first it was a pinched nerve until we found out that I had vitamin D deficiency, and then we found out that is a thing. My hands will shake. My hands, I don't know if this is, I didn't look into it, but my hands and my feet, I can carry in a sack of dog food or a bale of hay. My hands and my feet will swell up to the point where you can see it swelling, and they'll turn bright red. It looks like you smacked your hand in the cold or something, and they'll start itching and burning to where you're like going like this to your feet and your hands, and you're just crying because it itches and burns so bad. I'll have to ask my doctor if that's a symptom or not, but that happens. So here are some of the symptoms that I found online. Some of them I have, some of them I don't. So one is chronic pain. One is bone pain. I do have some bone pain, but it's related to a different issue. Constant respiratory issues, aka being sick a lot and getting sick really easily. If you guys have noticed my last couple weeks, I say I'm sick. That's why. Breathing issues. That's one. Sweaty head, and then it says in the description underneath it, don't think just because your head's sweating that you have a vitamin D deficiency. There's like particular things about it. I'm not going to get into detail. Depression. So if you're depressed, maybe ask your doctor to do a vitamin D deficiency blood test. It may just be a vitamin D deficiency thing, and then they give you the medication, and then you're fine. Chronic infections. This one really scared me because I didn't know, and this would explain a couple things about a few of my family members. It's infertility. I can't say it. Not able to have a kid. Infertility. I can't say it. You guys know what I mean. Infertility. Forget it. Not able to produce a child in a female. Heart conditions, that one I need to ask my doctor about too, because I can be sitting here talking to you guys like I am right now, and my heart will start racing to where I'm like gasping for breath, or sometimes it's beating so low that I feel like I can't breathe. And so that one I didn't know about, so I'll definitely be talking to my doctor about that one. Crankiness, I didn't know crankiness could be a part of it, but it kind of makes sense with always being tired and lack of energy and all that, so it kind of makes sense now that I'm thinking about it. And then tiredness. So those are a few of the ones that I found online. There's also a kidney failure one, and what was the other one? Some other type of major thing. And so just if you have any of those symptoms and maybe you haven't been diagnosed, maybe you haven't talked to your doctor, I would definitely look into getting your blood drawn and having it checked. Most doctors will tell you to, after the first time, to just do what my sister does and go to the pharmacy and get it over the counter and take it every single day. Not all doctors are kind like mine. But my doctor, I can pretty much just tell her, no, I prefer to have my blood drawn twice every 3 months to have it checked, and to take it when I need it, because there was another time that she drew it that I didn't need it, and then 2 months later I was starting to feel really light energy, and she looked into it, and it was my vitamin D. And also dizziness is one. I used to be, it's still not as bad, but it used to be like I could sit up just like this, like really slow, and the second that I went to like actually lift myself up to get up, I would have to close my eyes and grab something, and my arms would be shaking, and I would just be like gasping for breath. Just even standing up slow, I would get so dizzy. I'd be halfway up getting on Rose and Skyla, just putting my foot in the stirrup and getting ready to pull myself up, and I would have to stop and untack them because I would be so dizzy that if I continued, I would almost black out. And I have blacked out a few times, but it's been a while. So that's another thing with vitamin D deficiency. I know that I have it, so that's why you guys don't see me see as many videos with Boog, because if I'm feeling dizzy or low energy or anything like that, I'm not going to go risk myself to go work with a horse when I can wait until later when I feel better. To me, it's just not worth it to risk yourself. So I'm going to grab a vitamin D pill and show you guys what it looks like. And I will be right back. Okay, so I know most of you probably clicked off, didn't make this far, but I want to know something. If you made it this far, please comment down below Ryland, R-Y-L-A-N-D, and that'll just kind of show me how many people actually watched to the end of the video. Oops. Okay, so this is a vitamin D pill. Again, my sisters look completely different. They're smaller than this. They're see-through. They're completely different. And this is what they look like. They have a number on it, but I'm covering them. And they're green. It doesn't look green, but it's green. And it says 1 capsule by mouth once a week. And it says, oh, they put a happy holidays and best wishes. That's really kind on my pill bottle. It says 50,000 IU caps. So that is like the dosage. So yeah, that is my vitamin D deficiency, and I don't know, a lot of people probably won't watch it, but I just feel like if you do watch it, you'll understand me better. You'll understand why I'm always out of breath and all that. And you'll understand later on if I ever get Boog broken, if the owner doesn't take him by the time I get him broken, you'll understand why my legs shake and all that. So, I don't know. I'm going to stop jibber-jabbing. It is 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm probably going to go to bed. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's an important thing to talk about because I didn't know I had it. And everybody kept telling me you're depressed, and they kept labeling me as depressed, and it's like, I'm not depressed, you know, I'm a happy person until you piss me off. So yeah, I'm gonna stop jibber jabbering, and that was my video. And I know, again, most of you probably won't watch, because I do have a YouTube Studio app that tells me who watches what. And yeah, so again, if you made it to the end of the video, comment Ryland, R-Y-L-A-N-D. Alright, thanks guys for watching, and I plan on wrapping Boog up in a Christmas wrapping paper video, but we haven't found ours yet. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to bed, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye! Good night!